Today's episode of Kester's Movie Reviews is sponsored in part by Sky made fry bake this morning. Kester. Hi, so today we're gonna swing through 4 movies as usual. This is the 4th episode, and I said 4 twice. 2 plus 2 equals 4. You know, Illuminati. You know what I'm talking about? The scale goes from Birds of Prey, which is here, which is less than 0, to 10, which is probably over here. Hopefully, I'm not out of the frame. You know, I just do this. I'm not really sure. Let's speed through it. First movie we're gonna review is Queen and Slim. It's Queen and Slim. Oh god. Okay, Queen and Slim. Oh, Queen and Slim. Directed by Melina Matsoukas. I'm assuming I pronounced that right. When I started watching this movie, I was like, okay, cool. I like Daniel Kaluuya, who stars in this film. I don't know who this other lady is. Give me like a second. Jodie Turner-Smith, this lady. Yeah, she was good. And Bokeem Woodbine. Haha, this nigga. So, some people watch Queen and Slim and see it as a beautiful social commentary style movie. Some people look at Queen and Slim and see a modern retelling of Buddy and Clyde, where the issue of police violence against minorities comes up it's pretty much the driving force behind the movie. Some people see it as a beautiful, well-shot, dynamic movie. Some people see it as one of the defining parts of black cinema over the past couple of years. Yeah, nah. I see this movie as more of a hard one against Tinder. Also, a Beyonce / Kendrick Lamar music video that lasts like an hour and a half. I mean, like, it didn't need to be an hour and a half. I could just rewatch any Bonnie and Clyde movie. I hope when I can finally listen, put it here for all day. But like, seriously, it's pretty much just Bonnie and Clyde with rap music. And I hate when people do that. Why do they keep remaking movies for black audiences? I mean, like, people, like, oh god, you keep, I mean, it's beautifully shot. There's some great shots. It's like road trip porn. And I'm not saying that Daniel Kaluuya, Jodie Turner-Smith, or any of the people who acted in this movie didn't like give solid performances. They were all great performances. I actually had a couple scenes that made me like, they literally was there like, holy crap. But it's pretty much just Bonnie and Clyde with rap music and some R&B. I mean, the soundtrack is pretty decent, take it in. But it's pretty much an hour and a half long Kendrick Lamar / Beyonce music video. And then I did some research, and it turns out the director, Melina Matsoukas, directs Beyonce music videos. So, like, if you like watching music videos and you enjoy the Bonnie and Clyde story, then, yeah, I guess you will like this. And it kind of brings up the question, is somebody just exploiting this whole Black Lives Matter movement and recycling our old story to get some money and move on with their life? Probably, yeah. Well, get the money, whatever. Slim sucks at cars. I cannot explain how much. If Slim is in a car, something fuck up is going to happen to that car. I'm not even kidding. Like, I think there's a running gag for it. I'm not sure if, like, that's just lazy writing. If there was, like, car breaks down, car runs out of gas, car explodes. I don't know if the car explodes. Well, no, the car didn't actually explode. But no, like, look at the movie and take it into yourself. Slim sucks at cars. Queen would make a horrible lawyer. / I think she's a little bit of a narcissist. Queen and Slim, honestly, 4 out of 10. Really, we didn't need this movie. And I say it's a bad movie. I just didn't like it because it didn't really do anything for me. And like, it was just a normal movie. I don't know. It's a bad movie. Second movie we're gonna review is Dr. Sleep. You all ever wonder what happened to this woman from The Shining? Well, he became Ewan McGregor. Pretty sure I pronounced that badly. Ewan McGregor. Obi-Wan. I have a joke written down here that literally says the fuck. And I'm sure I didn't expand on that. Yeah. Dr. Sleep is pretty much the sequel to The Shining. If you haven't seen The Shining, it's a great movie. I'm not even going to rate it here. I'm just going to watch it over because this movie is too good to even rate. Stanley Kubrick, rest in peace. No, I don't want Stephen King fans to flood me with random comments about this because you disagree with me. I don't care. I like Stephen King too. We all have opinions. Mine not worth anything. Why may think yours worth anything? I enjoyed this movie. Yeah, it was good. I like The Shining, and this is a pretty decent sequel, I guess, if you want to call it a sequel. Yeah, so it's kind of weird to review this without having to review The Shining. Cool, if you've seen The Shining, the small man lives. If you haven't seen The Shining, I should have put the spoiler alert earlier. So this is random cult called the True Knot, made up of random Stephen King type villains with no defined powers, because that's just how Stephen King does roll. Don't act me, Stephen King fans. You all know the man don't actually have any defined powers for anybody. The Shining is kind of a bright thing. Is it mind reading? Can you? It's weird. Stephen King. Oh God, yeah. The True Knot is a group of people who feed off steam. Steam is just like your soul when you die, I guess. Well, the magic in your body, I guess. The shining in your body. Stephen King. Stephen King. Abra Stone is a kid and she has the shining. Ewan McGregor is an adult and he also has the shining. Rose the Hat is a villain and she has a bunch of people with her and they eat shining. They hunt people with shining to eat them, but they don't really eat them. They just kind of absorb the steam. Steam is magic or shining or your soul. Who knows? I haven't read enough of his books to give you a solid answer for that question. I don't think he has a solid answer for that question, and he's writing books. There's a point in the movie where they move from the style of directing and camera work and style that Mike Flanagan was trying to use in Dr. Sleep, and they emulate Stanley Kubrick's work. There's some shots there that pretty much match exactly with The Shining. I was really excited throughout the entire experience. I was yelling. I was like, "Oh yeah, I know that. Hey, it's good." There's a space for a really solid higher ground joke at 2 hours 41 minutes into the movie. Yes, the movie's 3 hours long, but you don't really feel the 3 hours. They spend enough time focusing on each character that you're not bored. But take a Sunday out, sit down, take a Sunday evening out, sit down, taking Dr. Sleep. I'm really gonna give it 8 out of 10, I guess. It was good. I'm really not sure how to review it without spoiling The Shining. I don't really want to spoil The Shining. I want to review The Shining when it comes closer to a Halloween or something. I don't know, I just really like The Shining. Is that a spoiler? Yeah, The Shining gonna score high. Third movie we're going to review is The Fantastic Mr. Fox, directed by Wes Anderson, who's one of my favorite directors, so I'm going to be a little biased here. Because I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox, the last 2 movies we're going to review are both Wes Anderson films. Sorry, but when you give me a Wes Anderson film to watch, I will be thrown into a horrible pit of Wes Anderson that is really hard to escape from. Wes Anderson is one of my favorite directors because his films are unique. When you see one Wes Anderson film, if you watch another one and it even starts halfway in the movie, you will automatically know you're watching a Wes Anderson. From his dolly work to his use of stop animation and miniatures, that actually started from the first movie we're going to review, The Fantastic Mr. Fox. Now, The Fantastic Mr. Fox stars Meryl Streep, George Clooney, Jason Schwartzman, Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Willem Dafoe, and a bunch of other people, because Wes Anderson films usually have a huge ensemble cast of wonderful actors. The Fantastic Mr. Fox, it was one of the greatest feats in stop animation I've ever seen. It kind of brings up some really interesting points as to fighting your true nature and animals will be animals. The movie is essentially about Mr. Fox, played by George Clooney, who, with his wife, Mrs. Fox, played by Meryl Streep, hunt chickens and anything else from these neighboring farmers. And in the beginning, it turns out that Mrs. Fox is pregs, so she asked Mr. Fox to stop hunting chickens and become a family man, and he does it for a while. There's a really interesting quote from Mr. Fox that I'm gonna put here, I think somewhere here, I'm not sure, somewhere here, where that kind of sums up his attitude towards life, and it's kind of interesting. I really like it. It has to deal a little bit with existentialism and kind of looking at the person you are or the animal that you are and accepting it. It's beautifully shot, like pretty much every single Wes Anderson film. The stop animation he did in this movie affect his style of filming or the other movies he made from this one. He started to use a lot more miniatures, as you will see in the other movie, if you take it in that we're going to review, Moonrise Kingdom. We'll be coming back to that. I just need to rate Fantastic Mr. Fox first. So Fantastic Mr. Fox legitimately gets 9 out of 10. Watch it with your kids, watch it with your family. It's a really, really solid movie. George Clooney, I think George Clooney actually is a fox. If anyone wants to join me, George Clooney is secretly a fox conspiracy forum that I'm gonna make as soon as I finish filming this. Never know, I'll post the link below if I actually remember to do it. The fourth movie we're gonna review is also directed by Wes Anderson. It's Moonrise Kingdom. I love this movie. Because of Fantastic Mr. Fox, I remember that there was one Wes Anderson film that I didn't see. And I love this movie because not only was I a scout, I'm just going to keep showing these pictures from my youth, hoping that they will encourage humor. Like, oh, yeah. But, like, I love the kids. Like, in a Wes Anderson film, most kids act like adults, but I love these kids. It's like, these kids are amazing. The movie stars Bruce Willis, Edward Norton, Bill Murray, Tilda Swinton, who is crazy, Jared Gilman and Cara Hayward, who give really good performances as Sam and Susie. These two little kids are so cute. The thing about this movie is that the kids act like how adults should act, and the adults act like kids. The relationship between these two is so very sweet. It's insane to look at. It's so cool to look at. It's so beautiful to look at. Kind of make you wish that adults will, like, as an adult, you were as honest with each other about how you feel about things, about how you feel about each other. These two kids organized to run away from home because Susie is very depressed and Sam has no friends, and their love is so amazingly cute. And so I can't stop thinking about it. It's so cute. So the entire neighborhood organizes this search party to find them, and they find them, and then they run away again, and then they run away again, and that is so cool. Take it in. Really good performances from Edward Norton and Bruce Willis. I really suggest you all look at more Wes Anderson films if you're not into Wes Anderson films. It's really nice to see how he shoots them. I'm gonna he's one of my favorite directors, and one of these days I'll do an entire movie review session that's just my favorite directors because I can't. Yeah. So Moonrise Kingdom, 8 out of 10. It was good. Take it in. Once again, you can watch it with your kids, watch it with your family, watch it with your girlfriend, watch it with your dogs, watch it by yourself. Any Wes Anderson fans excited about the French Dispatch later this year? Hopefully we out of lockdown, we can actually go see it. I'm probably not going to end up in my country, but let's hope I can get a DVD or some other completely legal way of watching it. Should I sing in every episode? I feel like I didn't sing in this one, and I feel like I've something missing.